Welcome to Love Life After, where we embark on the beautiful journey of love, life, and resilience. I am Christelle, your host and friend on this exploration. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a cherished member of our family, thank you for being here. On this podcast, we'll share personal tales of triumph, heartache, and the incredible transformation that unfold after every challenge. So grab your favorite glass of wine, cup of tea, or coffee and find a cozy spot and let's dive into this magic of love, life, and everything that happens after the obstacle. And remember, your story is our inspiration, and together we'll navigate this journey ahead.
Baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen. Baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen, a black queen.
Okay, so today I have with me again Belinda, also known as Coach Bel Rise, and she is back and she is going to share a little bit more about what she has been doing since she hasn't been on here since season, I think, beginning of season 9. So I'm gonna let her say everything she's been doing to y'all so y'all could get to reintroduce. Well, so I guess I'm reintroducing her as Coach Bel Rise, a mindset and business life coach. So I'm gonna go ahead and let her take it away.
What an introduction. Come on, where's the drum roll at?
I got it. I wish this was TT so I could do that clap. There
Right,
you go.
I'm always but no, thank you. So I know last time I was here, I was just going by Belinda, and I've finally accepted to go by Coach Bel Rise. That in itself is a mindset shift, right? I've been a coach for a long time, but wasn't comfortable always, saying Coach Bel Rise. And so Coach Bel Rise is someone who is fearless, right? And someone who is determined, who has decided that failure is not an option with myself and with my clients. So I've been coaching. I am a mindset wellness business coach. I am also a life purpose coach, right? So I've got all these certifications under my belt to make sure that I really help you live, life to its fullest. In all aspects. But not only that, I've been very fortunate to connect with a lot of other coaches and therapists. So I connect some of my clients with coaches from, different fields as well. And so that's what I've been working on lately. And I have another really, really, really awesome challenge that is coming up. I have partnered up with an amazing therapist, Natalie. Next Monday, we're starting a 7 days healing challenge.
Ooh,
So
I
you
like
will get to
challenges.
Right. You will get to work with a therapist and a life coach. So the therapist is going to get all these feelings out of you, all of these emotions that's been hiding and hurting and confusing you. And I'm going to help you put them into action. What are we going to do next instead of just sitting in those feelings, right? We'll be doing that for 7 days. Some of them will be on social platform, TikTok. We can say it on here. And we 2 Zoom meetings, which will be Monday and Saturday. So, we will be holding your hand as, we're going through this challenge. And the hope is for you to become aware of what has been holding you back from truly reaching your highest potential, or just what's been holding you back from having, a better relationship with yourself and the people around you. So that's really what, the healing challenge is, to make sure we're healing all of you. We're going to be doing meditations. We're going to be doing exercises, a lot of breathing exercises,
I like
a bunch
that.
of really fun exercises. So we have that, and then we're going to have a bunch of other challenges after. But this first one here that we're doing is free, FRE.
Free.com. So
Free.
make sure you sign up.
Yes, so I will actually have the link up. We're actually putting the link up tomorrow at 11 um, on her TikTok, but I'll also have it on my website after that, which is www.coachbelrise.com. I'll have the link up there where you can register. And yeah, we have a bunch of things, that we're working on. We have master classes. We have, awesome seminars that we're working on with you, with CC. So this year, 2025, you're not leaving yourself behind.
Right.
You've pulled everyone else with you this year. You're making sure you pull yourself on this journey too, that you're literally loving life, regardless of the circumstances that you've gone through. So this year we're really love life after.
We're loving life after. We definitely are. And I do want to say this. I don't know if I've ever told people that my name is Cece. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But I'm who she's talking about. So yeah, Christelle, aka Cece.
Yeah, we've been going back. Coach Bel,
right?
Belinda, Coach Bel Rise, Cece. There you go. You have it all.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I have a few questions for you. So tell me. So what? I know I've been talking to you for years about becoming a coach, and I think we've even talked about it on the podcast before with another coach that had came on prior. I think you remember her.
Yeah.
She was a holistic coach. My bad. So tell me now, right? This is the time. So what led you to wanting to become a mindset coach?
Well, I think I was living and not really knowing what my purpose was. Although I had an idea and people around me told me, and I was basically working for free, I wasn't really sure of myself. I wasn't really confident in myself. I had what you call that imposter syndrome. Like, can I really do this? Even though I was doing it, right? It was like, I felt like I had to have like 10, 15 years of experience. And I was like, 4 years, nobody's going to look at that, or, however many years. And so it wasn't until I was like, you know what? I got a story to share. I have experiences, like I'm fully capable and qualified. Not only, my credentials, but God qualified me. So that's really who was like putting the icing. And I was going to church and I kept hearing that God has already qualified you, this journey that he has. And it was just like such an awakening. And I was like, you know what? I need to take this full time and do it. So yeah, I went from sales and business, analysis and all of that, or business analyst, to full-time coaching. Author, by the way.
Yes.
Transform your mindset, 30 days to a more positive you.
I've talked about that so much, that after that episode came out, after your book came out, I've talked about that at least like every episode after that.
Man, I have so many other things working on. I have a journey to self-discovery that should be, that's going to be on, that's a workbook that's going to be on my website. So you can, if you're talking about really rediscovering who you are, that's going to be up there. So I have a lot of things I'm working on. I'm also working on my children's book that's almost done. So yeah, I'm just over here trying to change the world one mindset at a time.
I know that's right. So how has your mindset, right, as before, you've talked about how we as people have been telling you for years, right? So how has your mindset evolved over the year to wanting to actually be a coach? So how was that transition?
So my mindset now is so different because I used to live in I can't do it. And now there's nothing I can't do. So that word can't is not here for me, with everything that I do. And it's so crazy because me becoming a coach has even impacted the people in my life. I'm talking about like siblings and, like my boo and everything, because they're able to really see
the change.
I'm not just talking about it, I'm living it. Right. And it's literally, it starts with your mindset. We had a guest when we did a podcast with you, the amazing millionaire that we spoke to. She said she decided she was no longer going to be in debt. So same thing, I decided I wasn't going to be mediocre for sure. And I decided that failure was not an option. I was going to fall as many times as it took, and I was going to get right back up.
Right.
So that imposter syndrome, thinking like, well, what if I'm not good enough? What if you're amazing enough? Like, what if you're
Right.
so good at it
Mm-hmm.
that, you literally can't stop booking? So that's what I started focusing more on what I could do, the possibilities, as opposed to what I thought I couldn't do. So I catch my thoughts a lot because I know my brain is listening to my thoughts. So that's another key for you guys,
My
just a tip.
her brain is listening to her thoughts. Ooh, that's
Yep.
deep. I
If
like
you
that.
want to rewire your mind, rewire your brain, you have to start, making sure that they're both aligned with each other. So, yeah, listening to your thoughts because they are what's going to set you up for failure or for success.
Yeah.
She's like,
I truly, no, I'm serious. Like, I'm doing that because I truly do believe that. Because, my mindset has always been before everything, before the after part, right? Before I started loving life. So my mindset has definitely changed. But like putting the thoughts to it and being aware has been like the biggest like change for me. And even now, like with the, recently we talked on one of your platform. I mean, on I think it was on TikTok.
Talk the live.
Yes. So with that, you had an amazing lady there that talked about anxiety and help with anxiety, and I did the exercise, right? When I tell you 2 days after, even being, because me and you had talked about someone that I had anxiety about seeing, right? When after doing that exercise, it didn't even cross, it was like, what in the world? It actually worked. So, just like, I'm so excited that for you, in your journey, but I'm just so happy that you're connecting people, with us and like with people on TikTok and just sharing. And she's doing this for free, y'all. All this she's doing for
only
free.
On TikTok.
Only on TikTok. But you could book her. So if you do have TikTok and you want to, see her work, go ahead and download, or if not, then go on Coach Bel Rise. You'll be able to like see all her work. But she's really truly is helping people to the point where even my mother-in-law came on the live one day and just like was blown away, and it helped her a lot through certain things. So, and there's other stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you this year that she has helped me with. If it was not for her, I would not be doing it. So I'm just like so glad, and I'm proud and happy for you that you are truly living in your purpose. And if I have not said that enough, I just want to tell you that I am super proud of you for all the work you're doing and really truly being your true self. Okay?
Thank you.
So you are so welcome.
I've had amazing inspirations, just saying.
So what is the biggest conception people have about your mindset work?
About mindset, that
like the work itself.
They don't really think like shifting your mindset is powerful enough. So people think that you just go to therapy, right? And that's kind of enough. But mindset shift is literally the way you decide from the moment you wake up to the moment you end your day, how your day is going to be. So a lot of people wake up, they're like, I had such a bad day. You can actually control that. So mindset, having control of your mindset, being aware of your mind and the way that you think, the thoughts that you absorb, is literally a game changer. So if you have a mindset of saying like a broke mentality or a poverty mentality, obviously you're not going to have the highest or best quality of life, right? But if you have a winner's mindset mentality, and winners is, I'm going to fail. Sometimes, I'll fall on my feet. I'll fall down the stairs. Inside joke. But I'm going to keep getting back up. I'm going to conduct interviews and podcasts regardless of, me sitting in pain. You guys understand. But yeah, it's just regardless of what's going on, it's just letting yourself know that, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. Like, no matter how uncomfortable it may seem like it is right now, the outcome is so worth it. So you have to decide. Mindset just goes with deciding. Mindset is action.
So
Okay, so
you
once you have the mindset, you have the apply the action. Winner.
okay. So I think this is a really good question. What I'm getting ready to ask. So you mentioned earlier about self-sabotaging, right? So like, what is your go-to method for shifting a negative or self-sabotaging mindset? So what is your go-to method for that?
Well, I talk to myself a lot.
Self-talk,
I
no,
check it. So
self-talk.
it's there's certain exercises. I'm actually gonna have this too. When we do the 7 days challenge, it's a self check in. So multiple times a day, you literally have a self check in. So you can have a timer or anything like that, where you will literally sit with yourself and ask yourself, like, what am I feeling right now, right? So I check myself. Literally, I check myself to see what am I feeling. You know, what is, am I holding on to anything that's not serving me? I'm really big on that now, because I'm focused now on reconditioning myself from old beliefs that are literally not helping me in any form, shape, or fashion. Right. So that's how I'm living my life now. That's how I'm able to not just help me but help my clients, is by I check in with myself. If there's a negative thought or if it's a limiting thought that I have, I check with myself and say, how is this benefiting me? Or is this, hurting me? Right. So we don't often do that because we're always on autopilot. We're always going, going, going. We don't do self check-ins with, with ourselves. And so I do that quite often now. And sometimes I even do it with DJ. I'll do self check-ins, check with yourself right now. What is the emotion that you have? And really, I try to understand every single emotion. And if whatever emotion it is, I have different methods now that I'll work with it. So if it's anger, if it's, frustration, whatever, I will breathe in for 4 seconds, like just keep breathing until I realize, like, okay, am I angry or am I disappointed? Am I sad or am I overwhelmed? Because those are even different. Sometimes we're overwhelmed, but we think we're sad, right? So understanding your emotions can really help you, even with the mindset shift. So you have to be aware in short terms of everything I answer. Awareness, being aware.
That's exactly what I wrote down first. Awareness. Yep, awareness. That's yeah. But maybe I have one more question. How can people stay motivated when things aren't going their way? Like, what is something that you could tell somebody to, or how to stay positive when things are not going their way? What method,
How
like,
to
have you
stay
told? Right.
Well, first you have to realize that not everything will go as you plan, right?
Right.
And if you're religious, for the religious people, the spiritual people, you understand that some things are done in God's timing and in God's way.
Right.
Right.
Correct.
So understanding that alone lets you know that you don't fully have control, of everything. So with that being said, knowing that there's a possibility for anything, right? So don't dwell on the negative. Don't dwell on, like, okay, well, if I have a plan or if I have a goal, I want to do this, it's not going to succeed. Don't dwell on that. Focus on what if it does succeed, right? So anytime throughout the day you say you have a goal and you catch yourself saying, well, that's too big. I can't do it. I can't focus it. Change it to, what if I can? What if it's, like I said a little bit earlier, what if it's even bigger than what I'm imagining, right? So take chances, go for it. Even if you're not sure how it's going to work out, take chances, go for it, because you never know. When something is for you, it's already yours.
Right.
All you have to do is take a chance. So keep telling yourself. If you hear yourself saying, like, oh girl, this is too big for you, say, no, what if it's not?
Right.
So really catch yourself. Always be aware to catch yourself and pay attention to, once again, your thoughts, right? Make sure that anytime your thoughts are telling your brain something else, you interfere with it.
Right.
And say, you know what, I'm going to keep going. So how to stay motivated is tell yourself every single day as you wake up, you decide, I'm going to stay motivated no matter if life knocks me down, whatever knocks me down. This is my goal. I'm going to stay consistent and I'm going to keep going. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
As long as it's moving. So,
exactly.
No perfectionism here. That's how to stay motivated. Because a lot of times people focus on perfectionism, and
I think that's how I was. I focused so much on perfection that I miss the actual reason why I'm doing the thing. So yeah.
And when you focus on that, you don't get a chance to celebrate the success that you're actually doing, right? Because you're so focused on the big picture, and the little pictures are happening, like the little wins are happening, and you're just like, no, that big picture. So that's not going to help you stay motivated. But if you're, paying attention to those little small wins, and you're like, yeah, I got a title for my book. Yes, that's a win. It starts there. I got 2 chapters off my book. Yes, let's celebrate that. It starts there. So that's how you can also keep motivating yourself to keep going, right? Instead of, I only have 2 chapters in my book. I don't even have a title. You're already, you hear the difference, how you're already talking negatively to yourself. So be grateful for the ideas that come to your head at the time that they come in your head, because they're coming in your mind at that time for a reason.
And that's why it's important to, when those things come in mind, make sure you write them down. Just stop. Like, don't let it get, stop and write it down. I see myself, I know my clients are like so tired of me sometimes stopping now. So when I'm like doing hair and something come in mind, I literally go to my phone and write it down so it don't go away. Because that it also helped me, manage my stress level, right? It keeps me like staying motivated. Okay, this got to get done. This wasn't done, so I'm going to make sure this get done tomorrow. And if it doesn't, okay,
Right. I wonder if you can, they have like the little recorder too, where you record it, and then when you get home, you can go to your computer and have it translate. So it's gonna write it down.
So so you're suggesting to get an actual recorder,
or you can even do it on
the phone, right? Okay, yeah. I mean, like the only reason why I don't do that, sometimes when you're working, you don't want people to hear what your ideas and things are, so it's easier to just write it down, and then like, oh hey, so today I want to make sure I'm doing this one again.
I get it. In your case, then definitely just, take a second. But that's also good, because as you're doing hair, a lot of times, like most of us, when we're just doing any kind of work, we forget to take breaks, right?
Right.
So when you're getting that idea in your head, take advantage of that too, and use it as a small, like, quick break. Go and stay in touch with yourself, like write your notes down, like you're literally letting yourself know how important you are, and what you're feeling, and what you're saying, or what you're thinking is. So that's self-care and self-love for real right there.
Yeah. Thank you. I try, but self-care, self-love, I try all the time. I think I live self-care, because everybody's been asking me lately what self-care means to me, and I'm like, I got you. Don't worry. I'm going to bring it to you. But one more question, okay? Just one more. If someone, or maybe someone like, it could be me or anybody, if they could make one change to their mindset today, what do you think it should be for like anybody?
If they could make one change when it comes to their mindset, replace the negatives. Especially like this phrase, I can't. Replace that one phrase. If you could just start with at least one phrase, and if it's not I can't, think about the one thing that you say to yourself the most that you know is not positive. So if you're someone who's like, before you make any changes or take a chance on something, you say, I'm so scared, change that. So you have to be aware, right? First step, we talked about awareness. And once you're aware of what that one thing that always comes to your mind, that one negative thing that comes to your mind that shows up in everything you do, pay attention to that and start little by little. It's not going to be perfect in the beginning, but just one day at a time. So if you normally say, I can't do it, right, every single day, change it to, I can try. I will. You know what I mean? I will try. I can do it.
I will try my best to do it. Right.
Right, because trying is better than
I
not trying, than
can't.
not doing
Right.
it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? So
Right.
at least try to focus on those negative words,
Mm-hmm.
and then little by little, before you know it, you're gonna catch on to so many other negative thoughts that you have,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll start changing it. And let me tell you, when you start doing that, the people around you, they notice.
Right.
They definitely notice change.
Absolutely.
And you have a better quality of life. You're less sick. You're gonna feel
Mm-hmm.
so much light because you're literally releasing negativity and letting go of negativity from your whole body, not just
Right.
your mind.
Mm-hmm. Right. Season of
So
growth,
that
y'all. So I literally just give y'all free coaching from Coach Bel Rise with everything she just said. This is free, but make sure if you want to continue further, make sure you contact her. Tell people where they can find you.
Yes, you could find me on the gram, which is Instagram, Coach Bel Rise. Actually, on Instagram, I believe is Bel Rise Coaching, which
Coaching.
is the name of
Mm-hmm.
my company. On TikTok, Coach Bel Rise. You can find me on YouTube now. I just
Mm-hmm.
started that. I don't have all my videos yet, but it's
Mm-hmm.
Coach Bel Rise on there too.
Mm-hmm.
And you can visit my website where you'll have anything exciting that I'm working on, which I'm about to add a bunch of exciting things.
I can't
W
wait.
yeah, www.coachbellrise.com. So on almost every platform you put Coach Bel Rise, I will pop up.
Yay! So yeah, just be sure. Oh, and if you are free on Tuesdays and Thursdays, get on TikTok, and she is on there every Tuesday at 6 p.m. for both, right? Yeah, 6 p.m. on Tuesday and Thursday Eastern Standard
And
Time. Okay.
yep, come so I can gather you up real quick. Come
Right,
to my
but
live about different subjects. We talk about accountability. We talk about boundaries.
mm-hmm,
Because a lot of people have a problem with setting boundaries. So
mm-hmm,
actually, it's been a lot of like
right,
my clients lately that have a boundaries problem.
right,
So yeah, we talk about winners mentality. We talk about
mm-hmm,
we actually talked about success mindset
mm-hmm,
the other day. Is
mm-hmm.
that so? Yeah, we talk about a lot of things that you may not hear other people talk about, but I bring it to you.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to share with the people before we close down?
I will say even the most successful people in life have mentors and coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you find yourself in a place where you're stuck, you're not sure how to unstuck yourself, how
Mm-hmm.
to get out of a certain position, a situation, a relationship, or even if it's just within yourself, reach out to somebody. You have to decide, put yourself first, decide for once,
Mm-hmm.
invest in yourself.
Right.
Reach out to somebody and start your healing journey, start your growth
Yes.
journey because you are worth it. So that's what I
Yes.
would encourage you guys to do.
Thank y'all so much for sharing. I mean, thank you, not y'all. I've been getting used to like saying y'all for so much. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you. I appreciate all that you do for everybody that you're doing to because I've been benefiting from this for years. So I'm just glad that you're able to share with we're letting you share with the world. So you know what I mean. So yeah, I appreciate you for being here. I just want to say thank you. I love you so much. And yeah, we'll chat later.
Thank you to my favorite podcast host and my favorite podcast, period.
Woo-hoo. Yeah.
That's it. If you can't find me on any of my social platforms, you can find me, reach out to Christelle. She knows where to find me.
Yes, I got y'all. I got you. All right. Bye, y'all. With that being said, if y'all have any questions, comment, or any concern at all, please don't forget to email again at lovelifeafter18@gmail.com, or you can also hit me up on Love That Life After, or you can also just find all my other social media. I'm also on TikTok at CC Will, and I'll make sure that I respond to all your messages, or even if you're comfortable with me reading it on the podcast, I would love to do that. With that being said, again, thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all next time.